Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Um, hey everybody. I'm trying something different. Hello everybody on YouTube, on Facebook. Um, trying to make sure that this is working on Facebook as well, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming, guys. Um, I hope the people on Facebook can see it. I'm gonna wait a few moments to get some people up in the building. Um, Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Um, excuse me. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. You can comment. Let me know if you're in the building, guys. You can comment and let me know you're in the building. Um, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. Welcome everyone. I'm just gonna touch bases on the hey the McRae Kingz. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, the McRae Kingz. Guys, we got a lot to talk about. I promise you, I've been so sleepy today. I didn't want to come on, but you know, when you got work to do, it ain't no sleep when when you want to work. When this is like a second job to me. So hey, I got to get it. So um, if I want to be successful at something, I got to work hard at it. So let's go ahead and get into this. Um, y'all, I'm sorry. Tamar Braxton boyfriend, guys, has spoken out on YouTube. He has done a YouTube video. I'm not gonna go listen to the YouTube video, but I am gonna give you some key pointers. It says here that David has been granted a temporary restraining order against Tamar, according to new documents. It says here that Tamar has to stay at least 100 yards away from David, his car, and his job. Tamar beat the crap out of her ex-boyfriend. They're now separated and threatened to kill him, at least what he claimed, while seeking court-ordered protection from her. The singer ex, David Adefoso, filed for a restraining order alleging Tamar attacked him while he was driving his car and threatened to have him killed. It says that David claims Tamar started punching him during an argument while he was driving his Rolls Royce. David claims Tamar violently shocked him in the jugular, disorienting him and nearly causing him to crash. According to the documents, David claims he parked the car and Tamar started trashing it, allegedly smashing the camera, the rear view mirror. He claims he suffered bruising to his neck, a shoulder area along with the damage to his Rolls Royce. Since the attack, he says this what led to the breakup. David claims she's been threatening to kill him. He says Tamar told him her ex-husband wanted to send goons to kill him 6 months ago, but she stopped it. He claims she's now threatening to let those goons loose. Um, so he got a temporary restraining order and says here that he was the one that called the 911 after her suicide. But I don't know. It depends on why would she. The question is, why would hey blog? Why would she just rationally just? I don't get it. Like he said, that she did all this. What happened beforehand that made her want to kill you or actually put her hands on you? Something had to happen. You may have said something out the way. He trying to play victim in this whole situation. She has said some things. She has said that he's basically been using her. So I guess, she just got tired of him. So this is crazy. Um it says here Kate, do y'all remember Kate plus eight? K plus eight, she had a show on, I think, TLC, and it was her, her husband, their 8 children. Well, now they are divorced, and they are, the husband is being accused of assaulting one of their sons. He is 16 years old. It says that Kate wants him charged for child abuse. John Gosselin is reportedly under investigation by child welfare after his 16-year-old son Colin accused him of physical abuse. County of Berks, Pennsylvania Child and Youth Services notified the boy's mother, Kate Gosselin, as we know, that it was investigating an alleged incident that occurred last week. While the report, which described the allegation as causing bodily injury to a child through recent act failure to act, hitting, punching, doesn't name John specifically, the timing lines up with a since deleted Instagram post from the teenager accusing his liar father of punching and kicking him. It says that he said, "My dad is a liar," he wrote in the post according to the publication. "Yesterday he beat me up and thought nothing of it. He punched me in the face, gave me a swollen nose, and I started bleeding. And he then continued to kick me in the rib after I was on the floor. He is a liar. No charges have been brought against John or arrest made, and his ex-wife, Kate, as we know, is not happy about it. You do not punch and kick your children," she says. She said, "You do not kick a child. I don't want to hear any excuses from anyone, not from his father, not from local law enforcement, not from court personnel whose job is supposedly to ensure the best interest of my children. There is a child abuse law that states that doing any of the following, regardless of whether it's caused injury, is a child abuse, and first on that list is kicking, period." She also added, "I don't want my children around him. Enough is enough." So her and her husband going through a lot. They've been divorced. They're not co-parenting well. Now one of the children has alleged that she said he strangled her while he was driving. Really? See, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna read Tamar's thing because um I knew he's saying that she's threatening to kill him, so he obviously had did something else. It just she just ain't gonna hit. One thing about a woman, you have to know about us women. In order for us to be that way, you actually have to done something to us. I know that for sure. Yes, yes. Colin claims that John beat him, and now they want Kate want charges brought up on him. They said they haven't been getting along in a long time though. So um Hey Destiny. Thank you guys. I'm sorry. I had to take care of something. As y'all know, I'm a single mother of 2 children, so sometimes we have to just get them together so they won't be a distraction. But as I was stating, guys, Kate plus eight husband John is accused of being Kate plus eight husband is accused of being has been accused. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Hey, Bacon with Charlayne. I know I'm repeating myself because I'm trying to keep it on the task. But he has been accused of abusing his son, Colin. He is 16 years old, and she wants charges brought up against him. We're gonna see how this goes. They have, like, as I've been reading up on it, they haven't been getting along since their divorce. So this is like a bitter battle between ex-husband and ex-wife. She don't really want him around the children probably, and he think all the children, she basically don't want him around the children. So that could be the reason why this is going on. Because sometimes that can happen. You can put something in your child's head. Oh, did he hit you? But we'll see how this pans out if charges going to be drawn up against John. Um, y'all, a NBA player has been booted from the NBA bubble. It says here Daniel House is booted from the NBA bubble over for an unauthorized guest being in his hotel room. It says here that he is being sent home, honey. Says here the Houston Rocket player has officially been kicked out of the NBA bubble environment in Orlando, Florida, after league officials says he broke COVID protocol by having an unauthorized guest in his hotel room. So that what they said is he had somebody there that like a groupie or something trying to get down, and now he got kicked out the bubble. It says here that he reportedly invited a female COVID tester to his room on September the 8th. So this is about somebody that tested somebody for COVID. Despite the fact she is not allowed to hang with players when she's off the clock. Players are only allowed to have authorized guests in their hotel room. People who have been approved by the league. The NBA investigated the allegation. While they didn't identify the unauthorized guest by name, the league clearly states House broke the rules. And the NBA has concluded its investigation of a recent violation of campus health and safety protocols. The findings are that Houston Rocket forward Daniel House had a guest in his hotel room over multiple hours on September the 8th who was not authorized to be on campus. The league says there is no evidence that other players or staff had contact with the guests or were involved in the incident. Mr. House is leaving the NBA campus and will not participate with the Rocket team in additional games this season. It says here that it's a big blow to the Rockets because the team is down 3-1 in the playoff series with the Lakers, and House has been a significant contributor on the court. So he is kicked out, honey, because he couldn't keep his Johnson in his pants, and he had an unauthorized person, and it was the COVID-19 test. Mm, mm, mm. So I bet you he's regretting it now because I know they're gonna kind of like penalize him too in his pockets. Okay, guys. So the next thing is ex cops. I'm sorry, George Floyd's case. It says the cops that um was a part of the George Floyd's murder. After leaving their court hearing, was greeted by an angry crowd. It says that Lang and Wong and their lawyers walked out of the courthouse together at the hearing, and they are greeted by an angry crowd. It was a raucous. You could hear the group even before the ex-cops walked out the door. As for the hearing itself, there were a handful of motions, including trying the officers separately. The judge has not made a ruling yet. So the four men that was in the shooting of George Floyd, It was protesters outside that was actually um, angry, and they all are being charged separately. So we'll see how this pans out as well. This is, this is the killing of George Floyd was very sad. So let's just pray justice will be served and served correctly. That's all I want to say because sometimes I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes YouTube don't want to limit my ads because I talk about gun violence and things like that. So I have to limit some of the things that I actually say. Um, any of you guys watch Fresh Prince of Bel Air? Fresh Prince of Bel Air, guys, was featuring Will Smith and Dr. Phil, Janet Herbert, and all the other stars. Tatiana Ali, Alfonso Ribeiro, Karen Parson, Joseph Marcel, Daphne McSell Reed. That's the second unveil, and DJ Jazzy Jeff. They are all reuniting. They are all reuniting for a Fresh Prince of Bel Air reunion on Instagram. I can't wait to see that because Fresh Prince was like one of the things that if I did, like when I got home from school, I didn't do my homework or nothing. I used to just go watch Fresh Prince. I used to love watching Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Hey Trisha, thank you for coming. So they all will be reuniting and doing a reunion. I guess they're just gonna do like how it was back in the day, because you know that Uncle Phil he has actually passed away. John Perkins, he has passed away. So but they are going to include Janet Hubbard, and I'm glad they did, because I feel like she wasn't done right. No, James Avery, not John Perkins, but James Avery. He's the one that plays Uncle Phil. He is the one that will actually that has actually passed away. So what this reunion will be is an unscripted scripted special for the show's anniversary. Our anniversary is slated for the streamer by Thanksgiving. It will be done by Thanksgiving. It's not clear yet how the reunion will be structured through Deadline described it as a night of music, dancing, and special guests, surprise guests. It looks like at the very least fans will get to see Smith and Hubbard hopefully talk things out. At the time of her departure, Smith suggests that ego was a factor, joking in interviews that she wanted to be the unveiled of Bel Air show. She will insist that simply wasn't true. Insist she was always a professional on set. So that's the reason why the first unveil, um, Janet Hubbard, that's why she quit. Her and Will wasn't getting along. That I was wondering why. I thought they just replaced. You know how sometimes you just think they just replaced somebody, but it's come to find out, guys, that her and Will clashed. So now we know the truth why Janet Herbert was replaced on um, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Um, this I have found this very disturbing, guys. A California deputy is arrested from a home stealing from a home after responding to a death. The article that I'm about to read y'all, guys, this is crazy. It says a video shows a suspect in the home 3 times, once in police uniform, twice removing items. A California sheriff's deputy has been accused of stealing from a dead man's home. Steve Hortz, a 12-year veteran of Orange County Sheriff's Department, was arrested by his colleagues on Thursday and placed on administrative leave. On July the 20th, Deputy Horse was dispatched to a home in Yorba Linda, responding to reports a resident who was in his 70s has died, apparently to natural causes. But officials claim um, he subsequently returned to the unoccupied home 3 more times once in uniform to unlock a door, and twice more to take several items. Security video from the home appears to corroborate the accusation. It appears to show Quartz in full uniform with his sheriff vest and badge in clear view as he gained access to the back patio and appears to check the locks. Subsequent nighttime footage, also released by the sheriff office, showed a suspect in plain clothes entering the home through the same back entrance on two separate nights and removal of several items. On one night, the suspect can be seen entering the home carrying a pickaxe and a flashlight. He emerges with a pair of ceiling fans before wheeling away a safe on a dolly. Really? You gonna stole some of this man's safe? On another night, the suspect is seen walking out of the home with a rifle case as well as several other items yet to be determined, according to the sheriff's department. The deceased man estate reported the missing items to the sheriff's department and passed on the security footage. So this man actually broken this man home. And let me, you supposed to protect and serve, not steal. Not steal. You done took this man's safe. I guess he thought the man had money, so he was gonna find a way to crack into his case, his safe, and I guess take his money. But you know what I'm saying? Most of the time when people have money and they live in California, places like that, you know people 9 times out of 10 gonna have an estate, gonna have a will, and this stuff wanna be reported missing. I guess he just seen dollar signs. In his mind, he just seen some dollar signs, honey. So he'll be sitting in jail for a while. His badge will be taken for stealing from a dead man. Um, a Florida man, guys, killed his mother in an argument over orange juice. And then I promise you guys, this is actually a story. A Florida man kills mother in argument over orange juice. I guess he just A Florida man admitted to killing his mother in an argument over orange juice, police claim. Louis Pages, 29, told officers he shot his 59-year-old mother, Miriam Gonzalez, dead after he lost it, a police report states. The argument reportedly began when he asked his mom if he could borrow her car to go look for a job on Monday. But she refused, telling him that nowhere would be open since it was Labor Day. And that's true. He told police that they then began to argue over other things like the air conditioning remote control and orange juice until it escalated to a point in which she threatened him with a knife. And then he said he then pulled out a gun and shot her multiple times before one. When the police arrived at the North Miami Beach home around 5 p.m., they were met by pages who told them, I killed her. I killed her. Take me to jail. It says here he told investigators he didn't know how many times he had shot his mother, but that he always kept it loaded with 6 bullets. He said he realized he had fired every round when he tried to turn the gun on himself, but it was empty when he pulled the trigger. And Pages faces one count of second-degree murder with a deadly weapon, which is being held without bond. This is sad. So you kill your mother. I promise you, this is, yes, it is crazy, but he killed his mother over some orange juice, unfortunately. And other things, because he wanted to borrow a car. He probably just wasn't working, didn't have nothing good going, and he lost it, got out of character, used the gun. and tried to kill his mother. Ain't no telling. He probably pushed up on his mama. Might try to fight his mama. They had have hit his mama. We don't know the whole situation, but thank God, he's still sitting in the jail. Thank God that he's sitting in jail and justice has been served because and ain't no way that I'll be able to live for myself knowing that I done killed my mother. I could not live with myself if I know I had killed my mother. No way. Some people just they need Jesus. Okay, guys. So, do y'all remember the group Cool and the Gang? Cool and the Gang co-founder, guys, Ronald Bell, has died at the age of 68. Um, it says here Ronald Collis Bell, the co-founder of the soul group Cool and the Gang, died Wednesday morning at his home in the Virgin Islands, and he was 68 years old. There's no cause of death has been announced, but his death was confirmed by his wife, uh, Tia Sinclair Bell. Says here that Bell was credited as a writer and producer on the group's biggest hits including Celebration in 1980s and Cherish in 1985. The group also hit the charts with hits such as Jungle Boogie. I remember that song. I remember my mom them they dance off that song back in the day a whole lot. Jungle Boogie and Get Down on It. I remember that too. Ladies Night. I remember that too. And Hollywood Swinging. I really not familiar with that, but I know Jungle Boogie, Get Down on It, and Ladies Night. You know what I'm saying? When back in the day, when my mom them used to party, I used to hear that song. That before she became saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. But anyway, it says here Ronald Bell and his older brother Robert Cool Bell formed a band in their hometown of Jersey City, New Jersey, with friends Dennis D.T. Thomas Robert, Spike Mickens, Charles Smith, George Brown, and Ricky West in 1964. It says here they performed under several names before settling on Cool and the Gang in 1969. Cool and the Gang won a Grammy for Album of the Year in 1979 for their inclusion on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, according to Grammy.com. So they have many accolades. So, guys, let's say a prayer for Cool and the Gang co-founder family, Ronald Bell. He has passed away. So we're going to keep his family in our prayers, guys. They don't know the cause of death yet, but I know everybody probably suspecting COVID-19, but we don't know. It could be just natural causes. We wouldn't know, but let's just keep his family in your prayers. Just it's just so much death all around us, guys. We just have to stay prayed up and know that God is good. But I'm gonna stay on here another 2 minutes, guys. Do anybody have anything to say? I know that I am streaming on Facebook. Let me get on Facebook and see if anyone said anything on Facebook because I have not been looking, and I'm sorry if someone has spoken to me on Facebook. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to try something out different, so I hope you guys are watching. Let me see here. Let me see here. Um, let me see here. Let me see. Hold on just a minute, guys. Let me. All right, so I don't have any comments on Facebook, but thank you guys once again for coming on here and listening to me and giving me the your time. So I'm about to get on out of here, guys. It is time for me to head out. So make sure you guys are like, sharing, commenting, and subscribe. Make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell so you'll know each time I come out with another video. And you guys on Facebook, if you have not subscribed to MJ&J Family on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe to MJ&J Family. Um, oh, so um. I hope you guys can hear me. What we're gonna do now, guys, is my shout out to the TBT squad, guys. My sister, my friend, blogs and fiction. She is going live, guys, and she is reading My Panties Clean. She's doing reading a chapter of his book. So we're gonna go over to her channel and we're going to listen to her read My Panties Clean. So guys, make sure as well you check out my feature channel for the month. That is Baking with Charlayne. So y'all have a good night and I hope y'all have a great weekend.